Welcome to another episode of Chef Knives to Go Quick Look Product Reviews. I'm Steve Gamache, and what we're looking at is the Tojiro, what they call MVS series, molybdenum vanadium stainless steel color series. Santoku 170mm knife is this model. The steel, as mentioned, is a molybdenum vanadium full stainless steel. Heat treat's not really specified anywhere, but I'm going to guess it's in this 57, 58-ish range, so a little bit, slightly on the soft side for some forgiveness. These are monosteel blades that have the blade made out of the same material. There's no cladding or layer, so it's all that same MV steel. The color series name is there because they are technically available in a variety of food-safe standardized colors for the handles. Mark is bringing them in basic black. The steel I found sharpened up pretty well on the stones. I sharpened up a couple of these, and it's well behaved on the stones. I didn't have big issues with burrs or anything, so I'd say it's pretty decent steel. I can't comment on edge retention because I haven't really used that much, but anyway, reasonably decent steel, I thought, at least as far as sharpening goes. The weight on this is about 130 grams or 4.6 ounces. These are fairly light because they've got stick tangs in the handle, which also brings the balance point forward more to a Wa style or Japanese style handle, which is kind of cool. The edge length about 171 or 6.75 inches on the curve of the edge here from tip to chin, and the overall length right about 12 inches. Spine thickness coming out of the handle is about 1.9 millimeters, and it pretty much holds that most of the way for the last maybe inch or so. You get a distal taper into the grind where the tip's actually pretty thin on this. Tip works quite well. The blade height is 48, so it's got some generous height to it for plenty of clearance. Balance point, as long as we're at it, is a fairly light blade, so the balance point's right about where the end of the handle is, just behind that blade handle meeting point. So fairly neutral then for either a racket style or a pinch style grip. The handles, take a close-up look, are really cool from a grip standpoint. They're a plasticized handle with some kind of coating on there that's got a little bit of texture, kind of almost a rubberized coating. Not much give to it, but just a little bit of give with a real good grip. So nice tactile feel. And here is the close-up of the blade. Trying to get a picture here. There we go. These are semi-polished, so you can see it's a little hard to show that. Trying to get a decent picture here. Anyway, so you can see your logo there etched. And the only fit and finish I have with these sometimes is just the spine or the choil, the back of the blade, might be a little bit sharp on the edges, and you can, of course, tone that down with some sandpaper and a 10-minute job. It's pretty easy to do that, but you may not even find that bothers you at all. So these are fairly thin behind the edge, not super skinny, but not too bad. And I've been using this one, and I guess as Adam Sandler might say, the performance is not too shabby. It's pretty good. I was pretty impressed. So, it's not a laser, but it's a decent performing knife. And so I'm going to extrapolate. I've used one other one in a previous group of knives, and so they're reasonable in performance. These would make great knives for entry-level culinary students, people that aren't into knives that much, that might benefit from something that's a better performer than what they might have, but they don't have to go crazy taking care of it. Not expensive if they do something weird to it. Just a very value-friendly line of knives, and so anyway, here is your profile. Pretty curvy, so you can see this is quite curvy. Rock choppers will love this. Push choppers, not so much. You've got pretty much belly towards the tip, so I can get pretty doggone high. So this is a fun rocker. And if you got some motion, push-pull glide strokes and such, you'll do okay. Pure chopper, probably not so much. But, pretty good fit and finish on these. Pretty decent geometry, pretty well ground. Out-of-the-box edge, I'd say a good 5 out of 10. Pretty well ground edges. And just a good high-value line of knives. So here we have the Tojiro MVS Color Series Santoku in basic black, 170mm knife.